God's primary goal for each of us is a life of glorifying Him, enjoying Him forever, and helping others do the same. Now, think back to a time in your life when someone gave you a hand up to the next level. My guess is that it was an important part of reaching your goal. CBMC, Christian Businessmen's Connection, is big on mentoring and discipleship, big on giving a hand up towards eternal goals. As a matter of fact, there's probably a CBMC man who has been prepared and led to reach out to you to help you take the next steps along your spiritual path. CBMC's Operation Timothy is an investigative Bible study used by thousands of people for more than 40 years to make disciples just as Jesus commanded in Matthew 28:19. Go into all the world and make disciples. The name Operation Timothy, or OT, comes from the relationship the Apostle Paul had with a young man named Timothy. It is more than a curriculum or set of lessons. Just as Paul took Timothy under his wing and invested his life into him while helping him discover spiritual truths, so we in CBMC help others grow spiritually within the context of relationship, leading to the discipleship of others. We call this relationship life-on-life spiritual multiplication. In a typical OT relationship, a Paul and a Timothy meet for 1 to 1.5 hours at a time on a regular basis, maybe weekly or even every other week. The two of you make it work. After a brief check-in time, you will dig into OT, discussing the topics and issues addressed in the 3-book series. You will answer life questions in book number 1, discover life foundations in book number 2, and examine life perspectives in book number 3. Your prep time is around an hour to get familiar with and complete the online chapters.
Operation Timothy has 3 key components to it. The first being relationship building, drawing the 2 individuals, the Paul and the Timothy, together in relationship. The second in sharing of the gospel, clearly laying out what the gospel is and how one can be saved. And then third, discipling the new believer.
The resource is just outstanding in terms of the foundational principles that just make sense.
It's given me spiritual legs to be appropriately bold about my faith with people that I never have before.
A way to introduce Jesus Christ into the life of another person.
The content that I found here has blown me away.
My Paul did it for me, and I'm so excited to be on the verge of becoming a disciple maker myself.
Are you ready to connect with another man who is willing to help you reach the next level in life? Maybe it's with career, family, or your walk with the Lord. Probably all 3. It begins with prayer. Ask the Lord if He wants you to be in a mentoring relationship. And if the answer is yes, then follow His lead and accept the opportunity to start the life-changing journey through Operation Timothy. Then, be ready for Jesus to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within you through the call to life-on-life mentoring and discipleship. It will be the journey of a lifetime as you walk with another man, step by step, along the path to spiritual maturity.